Now, here we are for the SportsCenter special, and obviously we will get into the NBA Finals because that's primarily what this show is about. But you see what has been written, whether it's Rich Paul having too much influence, whether it's Magic Johnson, you yourself, two sides to Magic Johnson, the one that smiled before the camera and the one who was practically tyrannical as a leader for the Los Angeles Lakers. Your response to these reports?
I've been in business 35 years. I've had partnerships with some of the biggest companies, Fortune 500 companies in the country. Now, I've never sat in an HR person's office in 35 years. 2 years with the Lakers, no HR appearance. Jeannie Buss, do you think Jeannie Buss will allow me to abuse the employees? If that was the case, she would have called me in. Joe McCormick would have called me in, the lawyer for the Lakers, as well as Dan, the other lawyer. It never happened, right? I'm a person who brings everybody together, uplift the employees. I've never abused an employee, and I never will. That's not what I'm all about. Now, Rich Paul had access to the Lakers because he had two clients with the Lakers. He called and said, hey, I'm in Brooklyn. We talked about allowing him to fly back with the team. That's the only time he flew with the team because he was in Brooklyn, and I allowed him to do it. That was on me. I allowed him to do that. Then let's go to, Rob and I, when we were there, we worked well together. But the little things that was going on behind the scene, that bothered me. And last but not least, lazy. I have built a $600 million business. You cannot be lazy going from playing basketball and winning 5 championships. So I wasn't lazy as a player, and I'm not lazy as a CEO and a business owner. That's never going to happen. I was brought up in Lansing, Michigan. My father worked for General Motors for 30 years, never missed a day, never was late. Do you think he gonna allow me, with 6 sisters and 3 brothers, to be lazy? Not a chance. Now, last but not least, I worked for ESPN for 2 different separate occasions, right? Worked for him, I think, a total of maybe about 8 years. Worked with that man right there. Let's ask, why didn't he ask every ESPN employee, did I ever abuse them? Never happened, right? We work well together with Stewart, with JB, with Michael. I'm a guy that will tell you the truth. Now, a lot of Laker employees didn't like that I held them accountable. That's what my job was. Did I have to fire some people? Yes, because we had to bring about change and get better. And I think we got a great staff. I will say this right now. The Lakers got a great staff. What's got to happen now is we got to get out the news. I'm really upset that I'm sitting here talking about that because I should be talking about Steph, Clay,
you will.
Draymond,
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Kawhi, that's what I want to be talking about. And I think today will be my last day until July when I come on First Take, because I want to thank you for allowing me to come and tell my truth on First Take. And I'm going to come back and talk about what happened in the offseason. That's the next time I'm going to talk about the Lakers in July.
Last thing that I want to get to. By the way, I missed the lazy part on Sunday when you would call and get me up earlier and say, can we get to the studio? And you had already had meetings. I'm sorry I missed that part. What would you do differently as owning as many successful businesses and ventures, and some of them you created? Mm-hmm. What, if anything, would you do differently? And is basketball so different that you would approach it differently, Irvin?
Well, I would have hired my own people from the beginning. The one thing I didn't get to do is hire everybody that I wanted, right? Rob and I got put together. I inherited Luke Walton. So I didn't get to hire my own people. And so then you can judge me. Hey, you can judge me by trades I made. You can judge me by I didn't have enough shooters. Yes. Did I do some things wrong? Of course. And I admitted those things. I'm not a guy who's going to run from the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. And also, you can talk bad about me. If I did something wrong, I don't mind that. Whether it's on ESPN or other shows, say that Magic made mistakes, because I learned from my mistakes. But I'm going to also tell you what I didn't do. I've never gotten called from Starbucks, from Sony when I had to deal with Magic Johnson Theaters. I can keep going right now. Sodexo, all the partnerships I have, the Dodgers and Guggenheim. Nobody has ever called me and said Magic mistreated an employee. ever. And that would never happen. I love coming in. Even here, I still know all the people here, working here. What's the first thing I do? Oh, he's still here. How you doing? That's who I am. And so it's okay if you want to try to lie on Magic. Go ahead. But I know the truth. Jeannie knows the truth, because if I had disrespected somebody, she would have called me in her office. And that never happened. HR would have called me. It never happened. 2 years, never.
Good enough for you?
Yes, sir.
Good enough for me?
Yes, sir.